know, that you guys are pitting on behalf of BFGoodrich, and that this is going to get to be pretty active out here. Can you describe the kind of races that you pit at?
We do some of the Best in the Desert series races, some of the Baja races, such as the 1000, and every once in a while there will be the 500. But mostly here in the States, Parker, Arizona.
I've seen this trailer absolutely hopping, and I've seen your entire crew working just vigorously to keep somebody going in the races. Who do you make the Pro Pit BFGoodrich racing program available to?
When we are doing the Best in the Desert events or the Score events, or this event here with the rock racing and stuff, King of the Hammers qualifiers, this is all BFGoodrich sponsored. So any racer on BFGoodrich tires gets our support for nothing.
Quite a tribute to BFG that they'll do that. BFGoodrich is really in racing in a big way, and they do support their racing base.
They do more support for any of their off-road racers than any other team out there.
That's wonderful to hear.
You know, we take care of everything from doing their tires, you know, mounting them up on the rims and changing them on the cars, you know, to welding and fabrication for them, electrical repairs, anything they need, we take care of it.
There are some videos at 4WD Mechanics Magazine on your effort on behalf of BFG at the recent Master Pole Vora 500 race, and you guys were really hopping. I mean, you're repairing brake lines that were broken. You guys kept a lot of racers on the course, and it was really quite a tribute to you. And again, it's a tribute to BFGoodrich that they lend that kind of support to these racing efforts. Let's take a peek at the trailer. Let's go over the trailer and some of the equipment that you feel is mandatory for you to do an effective job out here.
Well, you know, we've got our tire machine for changing all of our tires. You know, we have a lot of people coming in that need tires changed before the race even, and sometimes during. So we definitely have to have the tire machine. We carry lots of extra little parts that these guys need: brake lines, wiring, fuses, different, you know, all the different oils for them, coolant, whatever they need, the grease. We've got fuel cans here to take care of them on their fueling if we needed to.
Well, I'm looking at the fittings and all of this, and of course it costs something, and your labor is certainly worthwhile. Who's footing the bill for that? Is that done under contract with the racers, or is that actually on BFGoodrich?
Of course, we do have a contract with BFG for certain races, but we do go out and do the local races, the Bora races, where we do charge the guys a little bit of money to service their vehicles. Pretty cheap, you know, $25 a car, and we'll take care of them all day long. And we use that money to buy our little fittings and stuff like that.
Go ahead.
If we're not out here at the races, most of the time we're camping out in the desert anyway, you know.
Sounds like it ties in neatly with your personal recreational outlets, and boy, I'll tell you what, you're jumping when you're jumping.
Yeah.
It's a physical effort, and it's a coordinated effort out there. And again, we're at the Stampede Race 2011 near Reno, Nevada. Seems to be a lot of great equipment out here. I noticed that there's some cans hanging up on the roof here. What is this all about? These are fuel cans.
Those are our fuel cans. They're kind of like a quick fuel setup. They'll, you know, we dump 10 gallons of fuel out of those cans, and you can dump that 10 gallons in a matter of, you know, minutes or seconds, you know, depending on how well everybody's tanks are vented.
In a case like that, I think we had this discussion at the Master Pole. Basically, they're paying for the fuel, obviously. We all know that racing fuel isn't cheap.
Yes.
Fuel in general isn't cheap. So you keep track of that, and these racers are good about compensating you for the fuel that they use. Is that the way that works? Or?
They buy their own fuel and deliver it, have it delivered to us. We don't haul any fuel for anybody, you know, but we do have the dump cans, we have the pumps, and we will take care of them that way.
So on race day, they actually bring you the cans filled with their fuel, and
yes,
it's earmarked for their vehicle. When they come into the pits, you fuel them.
Yes.
And so that's a part of your responsibility for that particular race team.
Yes, I mean, we do everything for them, you know, like I said before, the oils, the tires, brake lines, the fuel, welding, welding and fabrication, you know, I mean, anything and everything that they need to keep them out on the course, we take care of it for them.
I know that you have a very strong mechanical background, and we've talked about that before. And so when you talk about welding or any of the mechanical work, I assume that there really isn't anything off limits. If you think you can get a vehicle going, you'll do the work.
Absolutely.
And what kind of work would you find yourself doing in these kinds of races in a pit area situation?
We've actually had to build or rebuild, I should say, A-arms, you know, upper and lower control arms, different things. We've welded spindles, you know, front spindles back together to get somebody to the finish. We've had to rebuild rocker arms to get people to the finish.
Sure, the behind the scenes that can sometimes make a difference between whether somebody finishes, let alone wins the race.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, there is a lot of people out here that are ready to give up with some of the little issues that they can't seem to fix in their garage, and they pay people to do, and you know, they come out here and they have that break, such as rocker arms that get destroyed, you know, and we've sat there and rebuilt rocker arms and got these people back in the race, and they've finished their races, you know. So everybody here has some kind of background in engines or suspension components, you know. I mean, we've built drive lines, you know, to get people home. So
I would think the longer races, you literally could be the difference between even a win or you know, a podium finish.
Yeah, people that definitely have won their classes out here because of the work that we've done for them. You
That's
know?
really a tribute.
And the nice thing is all these guys out here are really appreciative of what we do.
That's really great.
So,
well, Pat, thank you very much for sharing. And again, let's say thanks to BFGoodrich for supporting racers on this level.
Gear oil, we have transmission oil, we have engine oil, we've got brake fluid and water wetter for the coolant. You know, they really take care of us well that way. So,
so you're able to offer this to the racers? This is free of charge?
Absolutely. Anything that we have is free to the racers.
Let's go over the tools that you can readily get your hands on. I know that you've got welding equipment and everything else, but I'm looking at a tool display board. These are just the common tools that you jump into a pit to kind of repair with?
Yeah, I mean, we have all of our end wrenches and sockets. We've got impact guns. All different screwdrivers, pliers, hammers, whatever you need. Everybody we've got here is real versatile with their skills, and we get by with what we have. You know, I mean, we don't want to pack too much weight and weigh down the trailer for our long road trips and stuff. So we've got all the essentials that we need. We do haul welder and generators around to take care of these guys. Torches.
It's understood that these are for field repairs. This is basically you're running flux core wire here.
Yes, we run flux core because of the wind out here in the desert, of course.
Makes sense, sure. You wouldn't have your shielding gaskets wouldn't work.
Yeah. You know, we just run this. We've got this little Lincoln welder that we purchased personally to do this stuff with. You know, the generators and stuff.
Got a chop saw there, it looks like. And you can get the job done.
Torches and grinders.
I saw that too. Appreciate you sharing. And again, thanks to BFGoodrich.
Oh no, we gotta go in and close all the vents on top.
Fast people move.